Hey, people want to hear me with a little more energy, so fuck it. I'm gonna go take a nice quiet walk because this is the last night of curfew. So this is the last night that I can actually take a quiet walk in the evening, in the night, and I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna take that opportunity for myself. Hi, internet people. Welcome back to my video diary. Today, we're gonna talk about tocopherols. What are tocopherols? Tocopherols are a class of oily chemicals that also serve as very potent antioxidants, of which vitamin E is the main one. It's the one that you'll mostly hear about. So tocopherol acetates are not inherently dangerous things. Vitamin E acetate is probably the more common name that you've heard associated with that, and you may recognize that if you've looked into something called vaping illness. Now, vaping illness, that is a terrifying fucking thing. You just dead. Amazing. Not really. Basically what's happening is that the tocopherol acetates are coating the fluid membrane of your lungs called lung surfactant. And the CDC compares it to shrink wrapping or saran wrapping the inside of your lungs. Now, if you wouldn't saran wrap the inside of your lungs, probably shouldn't be inhaling a whole bunch of vitamin E acetate either. Good advice. However, the thing with vaping illness is that it's what's called a lipoid pneumonia. Basically, your lungs, your pneumatic system is getting fucked by fatty substances. And the probable cause, a probable cause actually, they didn't say the probable cause, the NIH says a probable cause would be vitamin E acetate being included in all of these vaping products. And wouldn't you know it, Canada also agrees. Because Canada never just goes along with the United States, they always do their own thing, and they're super independent and shit. So, a total of 20 Canadians. That's it. 20 Canadians got vaping illness. So why is vitamin E acetate even used in vapes? To be frank, I don't fucking know, because I think it's whatever. What I do know about it is that it's mostly used in THC vapes. Has something to do with the flavoring compounds. I don't vape, so I do know it's mostly used in THC vapes. However, 11 of Canada's 20 vaping illness cases are from people who were exclusively using nicotine vapes. Weird that most of the vaping illness is coming from the people using the products with less of the thing that causes the vaping illness, or that they're saying it causes the vaping illness. That's weird. What's also weird about it is that it appeared and disappeared in 2019. November 2019, all the vaping illness just vanished into thin air. Right as soon as COVID-19 popped out, vaping illness went the fuck away. Do you know what didn't go away? Vitamin E acetates, tocopherol acetates in vape products. They're still there. If you go buy a THC pen right now, there's a strong chance that it still has tocopherol acetates. If you go buy a Juul pen right now, there's a strong chance that it still has tocopherol acetates in it. What there is a zero chance of now is you getting vaping illness from the vitamin E acetate. The exact same chemical, consumed the exact same way, stopped being dangerous. And nobody has offered any explanation as to why or how that could have possibly happened. Another thing of interest to note in the case of vaping illness is that it literally only happened in the United States and Canada. The UK and France have the same rates of vaping consumption, both for THC pens and for nicotine vapes. But curiously enough, both countries have reported specifically that they have not had any cases of vaping illness. Meanwhile, November 2019, the same time that the vaping illness just stopped, there was a massive military exercise of American soldiers in Wuhan, China. Then, in December of 2019, a virology lab in Wuhan, China, reported the presence of a flu-like illness that caused pneumonia-like symptoms and killed people. Now, I know what you're saying, but look, there's no way the CDC would lie to us about something like that, and there's no way that Canada would ever do something just because America's doing it. Well, if you're saying that second thing, you are historically illiterate, and you really need to go look into literally anything about the relationship between these two countries. If you're saying that first thing, you're also historically illiterate, and of recent history, because you may remember Donald Trump, what was the job that he had? Fucking president of the United States, specifically saying that he was ordering the CDC to play down the illness. The president saying that he told the CDC, a department he controls, to play down the illness, should at least give you the idea that maybe the CDC sometimes plays down illnesses. You know, you don't really have to fucking reach too far for that one. Do you know what you do have to reach super far for? For Benjamin Boy Pepino, or what the fuck ever that guy's name is. Benji Shapino, Ben Ship, whatever. Saying that gain of function research in the Wuhan virology lab is what created COVID-19. That should set off some red flags. Anybody saying, yeah, but isn't it a coincidence that the virus started in the same city as the virology lab exists? Isn't that a mean coincidence? No, it really fucking isn't, actually. Because, do you know why they put a virology lab in that city? Because it's the global trading hub. All the things that go from one place in the world to somewhere the fuck else in the world go the fuck through Wuhan at some point. And since the 1980s, people have been writing books about the next pandemic popping out of Wuhan fucking China. So yeah, of course you're gonna put a virology lab in Wuhan, China. It's the only responsible fucking thing to do. And of course, Wuhan, China is the central distribution point for the virus. Where the fuck else is it gonna come from? It's neat that it only popped out of Wuhan after thousands of American soldiers had been there. And it's neat that a lung disease from the United States magically stopped existing as soon as it did. And it's really neat that that lung disease only ever existed in the United States in the first place. I don't know. Seems like somebody's lying, and it doesn't seem like it's China.